Okay, welcome everybody, and this side, and I will be presenting it as Nazar is actually leading a session. So thank you for giving us a floor for speaking our paper. And well, we had two papers very based on statistics. We're gonna just present our experiences related with our very first class we designed here at the University of Warsaw. And oh, okay. So I was the one who brought the idea, and for me, the inspiration was very much something out of realistic. I was taking in 2011. I was still studying abroad and taking class called Digital Technologies in Archaeology at University of Bonn, tutored by Jennifer von Schwerin. And then I was asked to do some classes as a didactic practice for a student, a PhD student, in 2014, and had one class, one meeting to do, and I had possibility, and I decided to make some computer database, and I found out it was very much not enough one meeting, and I have after some discussions with Nazar, we proposed a whole course dedicated to computer databases in archaeology, and we started it. So I was like, I asked Nazar because I knew that Nazar was going to be helping out so very much well with the technical issues, and our ideas were just to have a first practical course about on database in our institute, and also to help students because they very much in practice they don't do anything with databases, and we thought they should. We also wanted to teach some new trends about computer databases and also to teach them some theory and also to help them execute it in practice. So we also wanted to promote some attitudes to make them think about the research in terms of design and planning, and also to keep it formal and use some certain standards in this research. And we thought databases are perfect. Course about databases is a perfect vehicle to teach to promote such attitudes. So we actually were given an opportunity to teach a whole class, where we decided to have like very much based on theory and practice, and to have to show some helpful tools. We intended it for master students, and we had a lot of issues. Which data model we should use, which database software we should use, and how we can find some databases, and really like it was also how to fit it into 30 hours. And it was like first time for me and Nazar to teach a class, to design it. A lot of more work that we thought, and much more like work was like not so like so much more work that we thought just for one class. And well, what we wanted to have this participatory approach, hands-on, and also to have also this theory, and also to help materialize theory, to put it in some realistic realm, and to have a lot of fun, and also to have show them some latest trends, to invite some people and to do it something like to bring some passion and show this is the future of doing it. So we put more or less this is like two of the graphs show the theoretical parts and the practical parts we did in the course, the meetings, the themes of the meeting. So we really tried to have a good ratio, a good harmony in it, in having the practical parts and the theoretical parts. And we had a huge problem was like what computer database program we should use. Like not going to the details, like we were thinking, well, if any case, that would be like last minute, last resort. We can use LibreOffice base or Open Office base because it's free or something. And actually, this is what we did. We thought it's gonna be our last resort because we will have to deal with a lot of errors crush shops and stuff like that. But actually, it all went very fine, and it was very good for our purposes. We also did some other problems for showing the marker those text marker languages in use of databases. We use some external website based system for showing the database online and publication possibilities of database on the websites. And we use some freely available data for some practice to show them how the databases are being structured. And then we also assign students to do their project, to their own project, to design their own database based on certain level of complexity. And well, still, we use this class as a vehicle to go back to the basics and to go back to the very, very simple things and to go back to the basic level of the theory, to think what we do and to think about it again and to do it with the database. And we used in the theoretical parts, and the practical parts, we use a lot of materials. We produce a lot of handout. For every meeting, we produce step-by-step guides. And even if we're teaching some theories, we did some handouts with doing some games. Like here, one of the slides, one of the pictures presents our game that was like designed to teach students assigned different kinds of data to different kinds of documentation. And well, there was one very much important element. The class was like at 8 a.m. and we really had to use a lot of humor to wake everybody and to focus. So that was very important. One thing, well, we were really scared that nobody gonna show up because they're gonna be scared of this topic. But a lot of people show up. First meetings, we have no idea what we're gonna do, if the students will if something will get wrong, if the students will not be really not pleased about the course. Some students had problems working with Excel, with worksheets. It's like, oh, I'm master student and I'm first time working with worksheets. And the last meetings, the students were actually getting ahead of the teachers, and they did ask very, very, very difficult questions. And after the course, they started to use databases in their research. And thanks to skills, some already participants of this one unique course landed jobs or positions. And well, like 1/3 of participants now worked for money with databases. So we are very happy about it. And final conclusion, was it difficult for students? Yes. It was demanding, and the theme of the course, actually the database, is something not for one class, one meeting, or something that can be introduced. It requires certain amounts of time and resources to be taught properly. And well, students in Poland are not used to having such a course in their curriculum. However, we find out that the students has a lot of great potential and a great interest in the course. And well, it all worked very well. Everything, even though we thought this will be very difficult, with all the stuff we designed, with all the materials, it was very useful. I think this kind of subject requires certain materials, but still it's very doable. But to teach the database, which is very useful tool, you need to use all these resources. Okay, thank you for. Oh, there's one thing that I didn't work out. Thank you very much in my name and Nazar, and yeah, I give.